basic producers who work so hard to make this desk.
They've worked with me for years. Nothing comes as a surprise. Anything's possible. I melted one of the desks upstairs yesterday, soldering things. So, you know.
I just wish that we need to actually get some
course.
behind-the-scenes footage of just how many drones you have up in that office, James.
Yeah, my desk is essentially a shed. And Astralis are going to try and force their way into OG's shed of the A bomb site, it seems, with a lurk smoke. We've got Nico making his way down. The ladder's a good spot for a knife, actually, because if you're underneath someone, it's like a one-click and you're off to the races. But Bubsky starts as he means to go on with 2K into the A bomb site. He was top fragging for Astralis in the previous map. We'll see if he can do the same here. 5 versus 2 at present. Flames and Mantu. I mean, it's a pistol round, right? Just need to land that one headshot, and who knows what could happen. Both got perfect Kevlar. I do wonder if they're just going to try and save that Kevlar. Because,
it would
again,
actually be the play.
If they take 0 damage and they'll get that helmet for $350 to go for a force buy in the next round, then they're saving a lot of money. So this is something people never used to do.
Oh.
They never really paid attention to if they had like perfect Kevlar, you know, trying to avoid bomb damage or cutting your losses and looking for a force buy later on, etc. Flames may take some damage from the bomb. Oh, there. Can he run back far enough? It really is quite the race, and he has been denied. Yeah, so no one leaves with perfect Kevlar. They both take some damage, and they won't get that cheap helmet.
What a shame. The struggle is real, James. The struggle is real. But the important thing here, and we are going to get that replay, Bubsky, what a beautiful entry. Notice that he jumps in the doorway so that he just barely changes his angle, but he still gets his feet on the ground very quickly once again. So he's not going for the full jump all the way up to full arc. He cuts that arc short so that he can just take that shot as fast as possible. Really cool.
RPK was famous for doing that in Source, actually. Just bouncing off a roof to try and avoid a headshot as he looked for an entry. And I want to see him do it again, damn it. Very fast wall of smokes outside, and we got 4-man on road for Astralis. Zipex will be keeping the CTs honest, just a bit far behind his teammates. But it's always good to have one a bit further back as long as they don't have the bomb. So if anyone tries to like flank through the smoke and so on, you have that last man to just keep an eye on that. So there's an AK-47 for Dupree. A mixed bag amongst the rest of the team, but that is the lead weapon, if you will. And again, you can see Zipex at T-Red there, just looking for a flank. And as we can see, they're on the way.
Surprise, surprise, Alexi. Oh, 2 kills for him. Oh, man, that is just nightmare.
It's good money as well, that bonus
so
money.
much money.
We can see Astralis considering a rotation, a quiet rotation, thanks to this. But Flames has got information now towards that B bomb site, so they may have to get their skates on. A 3rd kill for Zipex as they make their way upstairs. Magisk has Flames trapped or tries to create some space for himself. At least try to hold on to this MAC-10. 2 versus 4. They could probably do with trying to hold on to what they have. There is a lineup on the A bomb site. If you are planting behind the silo thing on B, you can wallbang someone straight in the dome from up top. But it is a... I haven't seen it in a high-level professional game just yet, but I'm hoping eventually we'll get there.
How many years have you spent trying that wallbang, hoping that you're going to get to cancel a plant?
The thing is, I never really play Nuke because I'm scared to like solo queue Nuke.
Solo queuing Nuke is actually a nightmare, yes.
So I don't get to try it as often as I might have liked. Maybe like twice.
You just don't want to pug Nuke because I mean, if you spend all your time watching Pro CS and you see all the smoke walls and you're like, okay, this is how you play Nuke, and then you try and pug it. You're just like, well, we might as well just play Dust 2, to be fair.
Yeah.
Like, can we just play Mirage Dust 2? A nice, easy, puggy map.
Great cleanup from Zipex. Plenty of bonus money for him. Goes into this round of $4,050 after grenades and such. Not too shabby a position. We have no helmets in this round, so continuing with that MAC-10 makes a lot of sense. Great harassment weapon. AK-47s have doubled now. Glaive with what might be my favorite knife.
Are they like the grains of rice? On the chessboard? You start out with 1 AK, then you get 2 AKs, then you get 4 AKs, and then before you know it, just the AKs
That's not how my chess works.
Hip deep.
My pieces just disappear in quick succession.
This is still going to be a chance here for Valda, who was very quiet on Inferno. And to be fair, it is worth pointing out he needs to be one of the heavy hitters for the team. Nico and Flames on the first map of this series were doing work. Valda, not so much. He had a couple of big deagle rounds, but apart from that, not a whole lot. And well, Glaive just snuffs him. He does no damage. Oh, that's so unfortunate that it's well.
Oh no.
What?
That's the bomb. Well, looks like it can be recovered. Mantu needs a little bit more. He's got an AK on the hands of Nico, which will soon be dispatched of, and Zipex can collect that. But that smoke actually gives an opportunity for Mantu to collect the weapon. It will be heard, though, as he switches out to the scout, but at least he has it. They haven't even noticed.
No, did you notice that? It didn't make any noise.
That is
what
very
was
curious.
that about?
Well, once that smoke has gone, I think they will realize, because I'm sure Zipex will be looking for the upgrade. But by that moment, it'll be too late to find it, I'm sure.
That was bizarre. Did you notice? I mean, he threw the scout into the wall.
I'm thinking it maybe landed on a corner and didn't, like, land on the floor as it normally does.
And so Zip, does he check for the AK? Yeah, they've cleared that, he realizes now. And so out hunting right now for this man right now, Mantu, who is just going to be surviving the round. Should be money for him to get that AWP in the next round, and yes, he will. And yep, there he goes. Zipnix realizes, I've been duped!
It's just on the floor. Very interesting.
Let's get a replay of that.
That's a pretty nice upgrade.
Let's get a replay of Mantu swapping the AK. You know, the things that matter. That's what we need. We need to get to the bottom of this. How did it not make noise?
I need to know the science.
And get rid of that Zeus. Good on you.
Well then, Alexi B, Nico, and Valde will be looking for their first kill on Nuke in this round. Alexi B lightning fast into the secret position. Plenty of smokes up, and he'll look over one of his own. This is a really nice angle for him. Surely he gets a kill out of this. Even two. I don't think he knew anything about a second player, but a continuation spray. Expecting one to be behind the other. That is a great start for OG.
That's so sick.
Zipex still with the MAC-10, of course.
You know, why he doesn't upgrade after making all that filthy money. That filthy Luca.
Yeah, there are a few helmets here in this round.
Yeah, this might end up costing him. I mean, unless he just yeet Zipnix in first and let him clear the way with that MAC-10. Create room for the AKs to work with, or to lead the way for the AWP. Fine, fair enough, that works too. But Astralis now need to go for the death ball approach.
There are some clues for OG. You can see Dupree's move back with the AWP, and again, just keeping an eye on potential flanks here. We'll see if Dupree's activated, as there's plenty of sound cues of the T's moving down towards the B bomb site. But I think Dupree may have been heard earlier on. And indeed, the rotation will go in a different direction. We'll keep an eye on Dupree. Oh, we'll have to speed up now because everyone else has been eliminated. Doesn't look like he'll even go for it. 3 players alive, no need to throw good money after bad. He'll hold on to the AWP. I like the ideas, though. We've seen it in a few different scenarios already, just with these few rounds where they have a lurker just looking to cut off that rotation. Well organized, but it is a round for OG.
That is a big round for OG, and we're going to get the replay, yes, of this clever angle. Smoke down to block off the Molotov, in case Astralis were to try to Molotov that part of the map to force Alexi B out. Alexi B's one step ahead, and he gets his one way. So good for Alexi. That's the kind of trick you want to pull every now and again to try and net you around, and, well, it works wonderfully for OG. So well played on Alexi's part, and we'll see if he's got any more fun stuff for us here out in the yard. Smoke's going down already. Nice HE, straight on top of Glaive, doing the damage. But the smoke wall is up, and Glaive is close. He's going to go for the swing. There it is. Flash. Oh, he eats it. The timing is off.
Yeah, we've seen a few of those in the previous map, and they continue here. And again, the counter flash and the swing for Alexi B, but it's not fruitful. Looks more poisonous, in fact.
What was that?
Now, there's one smoke for Astralis, so I wonder what their approach will be on the outside here. Just keeping an eye on Secret for now. Mantu still lurking on the outside. He's got the space to rotate between a few different angles. Well-timed smoke on Squeaky, and Astralis may have to wait. They have a man advantage at present, but again, it is somewhat of a dangerous scenario outside for them. They don't have enough for a wall of smoke, so if they are to make a play here, what will it be? For now, it seems they're waiting for a peek, but they may not get the one that they're looking for.
They're just completely stuck. It is going to have to be just running right down secret. Montu is close enough to hear those footsteps. You can see flames rotating already to get in position to greet them. And with 30 seconds on the clock, it's going to be this split. Dupree out in yard, takes Montu, but it is going to be flames. Not more than one.
Again, that late player for Astralis just cutting off the rotation in so many different positions. We had Zipex by T-Red, we had Dupree trying it from the entrance into lobby, and then Dupree up on the silo there. It is so effective, and I do wonder if that's going to condition OG on their rotations in the rounds to come. It's been so powerful in just these few little rounds for Astralis. A very clear strategy they've got here. And that will make OG think twice about their footsteps.
When the clock's running down, so difficult to be in position at the right place, correct time. Valda out in the yard, hoping to get lucky and catch this AWP. That would be a fantastic find for him. He could hand that over to Montu, and Montu would just be like a kid at Christmas. Yep, nicely done. And he's going to survive it. Saves the AWP. Brilliant work, Valda. That is a hero play. There'll be enough money for a full buy apart from that. So, man, that is such a massive save for OG. But it still doesn't change the fact that Astralis are up on 4 rounds now on this T side. We should, yep, we had a timeout called here by OG. It's a good time to go for it. Need to make some adjustments. So this is a replay of that round. Bubsky through the smoke. Yeah, just fortunate timing. And that just sucks for Alexi B. That's as clear as it gets because Alexi's the one who's getting flashed on his side as well, and it's just all unfortunate. Glaive backing into the smoke just in the nick of time. Sometimes it's just the finest of margins that determine who comes out ahead in those kinds of engagements.
Guess we can call that late lurker a cut-off man since he's cutting off the rotation, being attempted by OG.
That's fair. Sounds like somebody you'd hire for a bank heist, though. You know, is he cutting off the cables to the security, cutting off the fingers of the security guards? Who knows?
It's also a poker term.
Oh.
For a position on the table.
Okay.
I guess it's a position where you can cut people off making certain plays by making one of your own.
Or would it be you sitting in a certain place at the table?
Respective of where the dealer button is, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Got a tech pause. And this may be a timely one, again, for OGs to just establish that Astralis do have that cut-off man and what they can potentially do about it.
Keep in mind, tech is different from tech. So like tactical timeout, they can talk all they want. Technical timeout, the players should not be allowed to talk whatsoever. They should not be able to communicate in the technical timeout. So hopefully our admins are on top of that and nipping that in the bud. We do have access to the VoIP, so we should be able to monitor what's being said. Because, yeah, otherwise, it'd be like Na'Vi back in the day. Just, you know, tech timeouts all the time.
Team speakers down.
Yeah. Oh no, the power cable in your PC seems to have fallen out, friend. What a shame.
Nothing to do with being next to my foot.
No, no. Man, they make these cases really hard, though, these days. Just hurts your toes.
Look at those steel toe caps out. Actually, that's how I ripped my big toe in half. I dropped my whole PC on it.
I remember this, yeah.
And, yeah, now it's ugly. Let's put it that way. Right then, 4-1 for Astralis. We are back in action. There are weaknesses in the buy of OG as they look for only a second round. Very deep incendiary towards that squeaky door, and Glaive is denied opportunity to look towards the main entrance into the A-bomb site. Dupree very unhappy with that grenade, but it has come and gone. It's done its job. No changing that part of history.
Such is life. Get that main smoke down, though. And that prompts Alexi B to block off Squeak again. So we are getting the trades back and forth, but it doesn't change the fact that Astralis have still got 4 smokes to work with. So we should get that smoke wall going down in the yard fairly soon here from Astralis. At a minute mark, looks like.
I feel like this is an A play. I could be wrong. Oh, variation in the wall of smoke, and See what they do here. You can expect somebody to be in Valde's position, but he's peeking every so often. He's not giving any sound cues away, and he is going to die brutally. Got a player by default in Nico, who's creeping with the FAMAS, the French gun. Is it good enough for a multi-frag? Not quite. The trades are here. The bomb's been spotted. The rotation is on. The Molotov already in that heaven position. Flames on a ladder just waiting, and I think there's going to be a fallback. But what is it for? Let's see what OG are considering here. 3 versus 4, out of position, and I don't think they'll be going for this one again. Glaive already in position to cut off any rotation into the site, but it doesn't look like there will be one. There is, however, a player just around the corner from him. Dupree boosted up into the rafters. Astralis' executions have been nice so far on this on his T side. Sorry. Down goes Alexi. And it becomes even more expensive. Man2 holding on to the AWP. And if he is to survive, it'll have to be a... oh, never mind.
What?
Glaive reports.
What was that? Do we have Glaive's perspective on that shot?
If that happened to me, I would need a pause. I would need a pause of some description.
That sucks for Valda. Just dropped right into Zipnix's waiting crosshairs. Could not have gone better. So this is Montu on the save, but dude, that shot from Glaive, what was that? So sick.
I wanted to see the hero AWP. I really enjoy those rounds, especially when it's on the CT side. Just AWP and a hope and a prayer can be really fun, but we have been denied by Astralis. Dupree has got no HEs to be concerned with on this occasion. Pop flash from Flames, though, in with the CZ. Is he good for 2? No.
Only the one.
That's the play as well. That's all their utility in that play, so.
Hey, you still got a kill, right?
He did.
If you're thinking about it, right? Well, it's like, what, 500 for the CZ, couple hundred for the flash, versus a fully equipped player? You know, you'll take that trade.
Glaive just about spotted Valde there. Alexi B now from Secret. Half trying to get a kill, half trying to run distraction and just have a threat of presence, but down he goes. Well then, Astralis looking to head towards a 6-1 scoreline. Really difficult start here for OG. I'm sure this was not what they were looking for.
No, this is not. But I mean, Astralis haven't looked indomitable on Nuke recently, as they're still trying to figure out exactly how they want Bubsky to work. But it's looking like they've had enough time now since the last time that they played it to get a bit more comfortable. And we haven't even gotten onto their CT side yet, where we were seeing, you know, Dupree really trying to figure out how to get that AWP to work for him. Now, you know, speaking of ops, there is that AWP in play on Dupree on this T side. So we'll see where he decides to set up shop. But Astralis right now on this T side of Nuke, I mean, it just feels like they've got everything under control. They've done a good job of baiting out utility early, at least. Now Glaive is once again back out here in the yard to be a nuisance. And the smoke wall goes down. Glaive going to be able to make his way past. Nothing that OG can really do about it. Now it's going to be all on Flames. Trading places. Nice little spot. Oh, the shot! What a shot from Dupree.
A promising shot.
That was sick. Well, okay then. And that really puts OG in a bind.
Yeah, I feel like they need to do something to maybe take the game away from Astralis, who really are setting the pace well on their T side thus far. But there is a revenge kill. They know roughly where the AWP is. Quick peek from Flames, using the frame of the door to limit his elevation. They know Glaive is creeping. 45 seconds on the clock. Where is the bomb? Always the question when it's in the hands of Astralis.
Oh man, this aggro op as well. They are not going to have much time to play with.
Here we've got combos towards the CT vent. Nobody's there though. Nico on the site, 28 seconds. Where on earth are the CTs? They've got to figure this out. There are 4 of them somewhere. There's the first one found. Nico now trying to hold things down. He's got a bomb at his feet, but he can't get that second kill. Flames and Man2 remain. One's on the low ground, and that's a really awkward position, but it's awkward for Zipex as well. He's got no cover for Squeaky, so he's holding down 2 jobs at the moment. And that could be a problem, but how on earth does Flames make a play here? He needs distraction from Man2. Sepex will become more concerned now with Man2 creeping, but Flames has been spotted. They have all the information now, and that's a chance gone for OG.
So unfortunate that yeah, he's not able to get more out of the vents position. Because at that point, Zipnix, now he knows his teammate has got vents, he's got his back, and they know where Matu's playing from. All the info there for Astralis, and that is going to net them a 7th round on the board. Bardolph. Glaive catching Flames as well, so not even managing to save the guns. It's just going to be Matu with the AWP. He's backed off, he's saved, so good for him. But that's not really, I mean, we're not seeing that impact out of OG right now. It is so difficult to get your head in the game mentally when you lose an out-and-out brawl like the one we saw on Inferno. Double overtime. OG's map pick, but Astralis winning it.
Yeah, I would like to see some kind of aggressive play made by OG, and maybe this is the round to do it. Again, I spoke about the hero AWP previously. That's more or less where we are now. Some cameo appearances from some pistols and a Mag 7, but ultimately it's about Man2, and we can see that aggressive line now. Very close from both snipers. In the meantime, Glaive just charging through Squeaky, but how about that for a swing? Down goes Valde. Dupree waiting for Man2, but is he ready for the deep left? It looks like he might be. There's a smoke there. Flames hiding in plain sight, catching him off guard. Just the one bullet required, and he's got a nice upgrade. 2 versus 2 in the meantime. Nico creeping through the smoke now, leaving Bubsky in a 1 versus 2. He's got the bomb, and down he goes towards B.
Oh, we got the security cameras as well, just watching this guy traipse his way through a nuclear power plant. Unreal. Bomb is going to get planted, though, in a 1v2. Plenty of time for the OG players to work with, however, to try and hunt this guy down.
Yeah, Flames has made his way down the ramp. He's got the AWP. He'll wait for Nico to get into position. It will be the same one. Who goes in first? Molly's deployed. Not quite going. That probably does the job and goes downstairs, so that can clear that position. Bubsky now found Flames straight in the head and dead. Pops a flash out the window. Nico now by the bomb. Teasing, poking, prodding, but Nico, if he can find a bomb in time.
Oh, no.
Oh, never mind. Off he goes. He did enough, it seems. There's AWP, but there's 8 rounds for Astralis.
Man, they cannot seem to get a break going their way, OG. They save this op once again, but it's just not providing the value. The fact that Bubsky's able to just get right down to that lower bomb site, and this is off of an anti-eco round. So let's see. Really just a series of duels that go the way of Astralis. Lacking firepower, OG. It feels like if they'd just had some guns, they could have actually put it up a fight in that round, but instead it's Astralis who are managing to keep going. So 8 rounds on the board now on the T side. OG now with the full buy. And, well, they do have a presence on the lower site now, OG, so we could get that player in a secret, or at least going to keep an eye on it. Instead, it's Zipmix through the smoke, taking down Valda, who's continuing to struggle to find an impact here to start generating some numbers for his team.
How on earth did he find that? Maybe a silhouette or something. Just a change in color. And Man2, this is the aggression I would have liked to have seen a while back. Again, it's 4 versus 5, but look at the angles from Astralis. They are expectant. It's hard to catch them off guard.
What? Wait, did he want to throw a smoke and he threw a Molotov? What was that?
He's trying to thwart maybe a smoke outside, create a gap or something. Alexi B just going fishing now as well. But look at these numbers creeping through the smoke, but that'll give Flames a 3-man spray down. That's exactly the chance that OG needed. Astralis taking liberties, no respect style. On this occasion, it may not be successful. The sound has been heard outside. Glaive has an AWP, as does Dupree. And there is a bomb to be rescued here. 33 seconds on the clock with which to do it. 2 players on the ramp defending. Presence being shown. Things getting a little awkward now, but I can't see Astralis winning this one. 22 seconds as they continue to creep. Down they go. Well, that was gifted to OG, I think it's fair to say. 3 men walking through a smoke grenade. Gamble didn't pay off on this occasion, but can they string some more rounds together, OG? It has been a while since they've won their first one.
I think you just have to keep playing aggressive and keep trying to find the confidence-building duels and just hope that they're going to go your way, because right now, as it stands, you pointed it out as well, that Astralis were ready for them. They were ready to take those duels. Well, OG need to oblige them. okay, if you're going to be ready for us, cool. We know, and we're going to take advantage of that. We're going to push. Because now, I mean, that was Astralis just, yeah, giving away that round with those 3 players pushing that smoke on ramp. One of them dying is not the end of the world, but all 3 of them, one after the other, is just a disaster. And so, well, I mean, still 8 rounds on the board here for Astralis. It's not like it's the end of the world on this T side.
What's weird is we didn't really see anything from OG that they could necessarily replicate to win more rounds. But if they somehow won this round, Astralis are on eco, so they may end up with a scoreline they don't necessarily deserve, which would be in their favor based on what we've seen so far in this half. So this is a very important round for both these squads. We'll see if it's enough for OG to turn things around. Maybe we'll see a nervous Astralis here. Again, we've got those closer smokes, and Alexi B has got the response. Now, you've got to expect a one-way here. Indeed, they do, but Glave's just fishing with a UMP. Not really ideal, and there's an answer for him. Tracer has silenced M4, but it'll still be tagged. That HE could be big. It will be onto Magic at the very least. That's a huge frag for Valde. The bomb dropped as well. They could potentially choke this off. The Astralis have got to act fast on this one, and it may cost them even more. Sebek's going for it. He knows what's at stake, and the bomb's left even deeper. This is the round where OG come back into this half. Surely. Magic's denied as well. Dupree and Glaive remaining. This is turning into a disaster for Astralis. They have opened the door for OG in the CT half of Nuke here after such dominance. Things could really turn around now.
Oh, 4 players survive for OG as well. Just not a single duel go in that way, the way of Astralis that time. And I'm hoping that they just didn't tilt themselves into oblivion after that triple kill from Flames in the round prior to this one. Because that was looking a little weak sauce from Astralis. Just going in again, one after the other. Not really having any kind of organized play, not even really going for the spacing necessary. If you're going to have one guy run in, you need to have another player right behind him so that he can trade that kill and keep the momentum going your way. Instead now, it's looking like we may have another technical timeout getting called here. I see no tack timer for either of these teams, and so this is beautiful though from Flames. And yeah, okay, so that was the main issue, is that the guy leading the way through that smoke is carrying the bomb. So, fair enough. You have to get the bomb back. They decide we need to get the bomb back, and so we're going to run through one after another. Split-second decisions, so difficult to pull off in the heat of the moment, but that ends up costing Astralis in a big way, and Flames was up to the task as well. You reckon he gets that with an A1S?
Maybe.
It's harder to do. I mean, lower rate of fire.
We can only guess. Well, again, OG have a big opportunity ahead of them. Thanks to some unfortunate timing for Astralis with the play through the smoke, it really has led to a pack of cards falling down, leaving them with the driest of ecos. 5 Glocks. You can see Bubsky trying to bait some grenades out, find some angles, try and get OG to spend as much as possible, but they're holding on to a lot of their utility, and it is skeet shooting outside, and very successful indeed for OG. A fast eco round is a good eco round. On to the next one.
Yep, so no bomb plants, so we will not have that AWP in play for Astralis. Rather, just the 5 rifles, full nades across the board by the looks of things, although Bubsky's going to be a little bit light. That's fine. His teammates can flash him through. He can run in, take point, and let the teammates worry about getting his back. But that's 3 rounds in a row now for OG. They're starting to feel more and more comfortable here. And I really do feel like Astralis need to get 9 at least here to feel at least somewhat comfortable coming out of this half. Because who knows what their CT side's going to look like, given they're still trying to figure out how to get that op in play for Dupree. So Lexi getting that info out in yard. And it's worth pointing out that the desk, you know, Maui, Launders both bringing up the fact that in-game players are tending to play outside now for the info gather and taking fights. Well, Alexi B kind of following that trend.
Man 2 missing a big shot, has to fall back. Alexi B's got the off angle though, spots the bomb carrier, but he needs to stay alive now. Misses opportunity and he gets shot in the back as he tries to fall back. Hell has been taken by Astralis and Heaven as well, it looks like. They're not going to be shy about it. Plenty of sound cues as well. Have they got any flashbangs for this as Nico moves around default? He has a lot to do here. I don't know if he's got any help. That smoke goes through the wall. They give them better peeks as they start to stream in. Nico gets traded immediately, but he keeps the numbers even, 3-on-3. High ground still in the hands of Astralis. They've got one OG player on the outside, but does he play off of his teammates? You'll hear Mattis go downstairs, and he gets great timing. That's Valde moving through now. 2 kills for him, leaving Zepex in a 1 versus 2. Bomb has been planted. Not really sure where the remainder are coming from. Man2 and Flames, how do they trade frags together? Moving forward, Zepex looking for these kills. The headshot can't find Flames, though. Wasn't expecting him to come from the same position. And it will be a 5th round on the board for OG.
Clutch Minister himself has been chucked out of office, James. Voted out with a bullet through the face, and that is a 5th round on the board now for OG. Big Clutch. Going to at least do some damage to the bank here for OG. But again, Alexi B playing out in yard, getting that info early, telling his teammates what to expect. That was a weird spot to hold from. Definitely did not work. And while now it's going to be OG looking like they're just going to be in a position to tie things up, as Astralis aren't slowing down per se. They're going for a half buy. Deagles, Kevlar, nades, so they're still going to be a threat in this round. And I'm curious, do they have a prepared round for the Tech 9 Kevlar? Because, I mean, this is something where you could prepare ahead of time for Astralis. First real round where we're seeing them go on for this pistol Kevlar kind of approach, and here we go. Full nades, there it is, Mac 10 leading the way, finding the kill. Nico under pressure already.
Yeah, Valde trapped, didn't quite get to where he wanted to be. The weapons will be collected in the A bomb site. Flames with the high ground for now, but how much will they commit to this, OG? 3 versus 5, they've got money in the bank. Nico and Valde, not much money in the hole, so we'll see how much OG invest into this retake. Now, Man2 has an incendiary. If he can find an angle, then maybe something could be done with that, because we do have some low health players. There's the first kill in the hands of Flames, but Dupree's coming in from the back, and there's a nice, oh, a massive whiff, but he gets there eventually. Stereo frags for Astralis, and Man2 now needs to hold on to the AWP. Don't know why that going into the hands of Astralis. They'll stop the hunt and move elsewhere. But it will be that 9th round for Astralis after a flurry from OG.
Such a big play coming in here from Astralis. And yeah, quick, concise hit onto the upper side. They had the smoke down at Squeak. They were ready for it. They knew what they needed to do. Just bum rush through and lead the way with the Mac 10. Ready for the flashes as well. And so that is very much a prepared strat coming in from Astralis. They knew what they needed to do with the pistols. And so glad to see that that actually panned out nicely for him, and that's going to put them within range of double digits in the first half on the T side of Nuke. And so OG now backs to the wall. Everything here. They need this 6th round desperately going into the second half. As far as Astralis are concerned, we're back out into yard very quickly. Molly's down, going to mess with that smoke. Still, the gap is protected. Nicely done from Alexi B. Tracks down Glaive through that smoke.
That was lightning fast from Glaive, but to no avail. Nico's got a chance now. Zepex with some pre-fire, though. Could be a spicy one. They've made their way into main, Astralis, and now there is a trap. Zepex spraying through the smoke, but Valde with 2, looking for a 3rd. No bullets left, able to get the reload, and there is a flank coming with a ramp push from Flames. Zepex has been spotted, and down he goes, spotted and swatted, leaving Magisk in the Heaven position. He has a bomb to retrieve in a 1 versus 3. He's got a minute to do it. CT vent, there's Valde, gets another 1v1, Man2 creeping. Flames not far behind him. That Molotov could separate the forces though. Flash as well, he can peek as that goes off. Oh, it hasn't landed the way he wanted it to. The wide swing will allow Flames to finish off the job. 6 rounds, an unlikely 6 rounds the way that was going for OG, but they are certainly in this one. We'll see if they can do more than that after the break. The Dual Berettas are back. Zipex has them once again. Let's not forget what we saw him do on Inferno. Can he do the same? God damn, look at those odds. OG at 6.5. Those are enormous. That's absolutely crazy.
Yeah, that's actually a bit outrageous considering the track record of both of these teams on this map. It's not like OG or any slouch on this map. And 9-6, it's not like Astralis are that far ahead here, boys. Let's pump the brakes a little.
Yeah, put the pony on OG.
Yeah, you're definitely going to put your pony on OG when you got odds like that, but let's see.
Yeah, let's see what Zipex will do with the dual elites. Door looks to be opened by Squeaky. And two Astralis players await. Well, that's a great start for Bubsky. And then here comes Zipex again. Plenty of bullets where those came from, looking for more. Glaive will help him out at the very least. And, just running out of bullets there. Alexi B was doomed. He's got 4 HP. He can't do much here, but it's Valde who's got the bomb, planting it in the B bomb site. All it takes is headshots. There's one from Alexi. Now we've got a 2 versus 2. Magis making his way down towards ramp. Glaive in control, eating a headshot. Things starting to turn around, now looking pretty even for the time being, but who gets the next advantage? Valde so patient with these shots, looking for that headshot, delivering as well. And there's the pistol for OG.
And again, Valde, when his team needs him most, he shows up. Not always leading the way with the kills, but the high impact kills, as you pointed out, the big rounds. He's had a few on Inferno to make it close for OG, and well, OG desperately needed that pistol round, and they got it thanks to him. Unfortunately, Zip wasn't able to get more out of those dualies. It's always so hit or miss with the dualies.
Steady hand from Valde. Nice one tap with the P250 from Alexi B as well. Very necessary, a P250 and a T-pistol, if you ask me. There'll be a response from Astralis. Dupree leaving 1,000 in the bank for the AWP to come, but apart from that, the rest will full force up. What?
Dude, it's just Glaive. Sometimes he just gets nutty shots through the smoke. He just gets the timing perfect, and you're just like, okay, you get to do that.
Yeah, and then that utility damage comes in once again. Bubsky with a HE towards the secret position. Still 5 players alive for Astralis, and these angles continue to look dangerous. Flames is here to trade, but speaking of trades, Magis finds 2. Flames in a 1 versus 4.
At least he's got the bomb.
He's got a lot of sound cues as well, but it's not going to be easy. Glaive is upstairs somewhere. Everybody else is down. He better plant that quickly. Not sure if he's been spotted just yet, Flames. But there's a lot of areas to cover. We can see Astralis moving around now. The scout is lurking. Needs a fatal connection, but Zipex won't give him one. He's found the info. Now will allow the remainder of Astralis to reposition, and Flames is looking for that rotation. But there are 30 seconds left. Is he still playing for the round win here? This is scary stuff for Flames to try and get a bomb plant. Surely there'll be players on both sides, and indeed Magisk will hold things down at the ramp. It was looking good for OG. Suddenly Astralis are on the scoreboard once again.
And Magisk continues to do damage for Astralis. Love to see it. He's more. It seems like he's getting back into his comfort zone on Nuke, leading the way right now with kills. And I mean, Astralis need that from Magisk for the longest period of time there. Towards the end of last year, you were really seeing a dip in his individual performance. Now it's not the same. You can't say the same thing anymore. At least in this current iteration, it seems like he's finally coming back into his own. So, crucial round there for Astralis. Puts him into double digits.
Oh, satisfied.
There it is. Glaive.
So, Glaive has had a pocket sniper for a while, it seems. Oh!
Dude, I thought he hit that one too.
Yeah. Man, that's one thing I miss about the old Nuke, is when somebody would jump peek over the box and that's the angle you're holding. It's so nice to land that shot, but it's a bit scarier now with the gap on the other side. We see the pilgrimage from OG down the stairs. Shox used to hold angles like this as well. It's Bubsky's turn. He's got a MAC-10, inviting the pressure through because he's got the right weapon for the job. 4 versus 2, not too shabby. It's fine for him to go down there. Leaves his team in a position to win, and all he's given up is the MAC-10, so not the worst thing in the world. Some counter grenades. Zipex a bit flashed off. Trying to stop this bomb plant. Doesn't want him to get that bonus money, but They will get that worst case scenario. And now it's about trying to get some damage in for Man2. Unable to do so. 4 players survive for Astralis. They'll make it to 11, but OG have secured some bonus money.
They have. I mean, they get that bonus money exactly. When you get that bomb planted and you lose a round, you get a bonus. And so, gets a little bit closer to a buy, but not really. I mean, it's going to look like it's another round of eco coming in here from OG. But maybe we get that op in on Montu's hands a little bit faster. He'll be trying to save up. He's at 3,600 now. And it just means we'll get more nades in play for OG in the next round. Yeah, hard eco coming in here from OG. I love to see it, actually. It's not often enough we get to see this from teams. Oh, I mean, the economy doesn't really play to that anymore. A lot of the time, you still have money for a half buy. You can afford to pick up some pistols and nades because you're going to have enough money in the next round. But here, OG really want to make sure they have everything. Again, makes you think that they've got something ironed out here for this crucial round coming up next.
This is a fun round for a man with a scout on the CT side. When there's no Kevlar for the Ts, it's like a minigame. It's a side quest. Now it's Dupree outside with the Org. So G try to find a choke point to swarm. Try and do some damage. I don't think a bomb plant is likely in this particular round. Shooting gallery for Dupree is though. The Org rattles away again. Then there's Man2 and Alexi B. Not much to be expected and not much achieved in this round thus far. Man2 now making a run for it. Not even picking up the bomb, purely going for a kill. Just trying to make Astralis spend a bit more money. Can't quite get there.
He hit the burst. He hit the burst. Nice try. Nice try, but here we go. This is it. The big buy round that we've been waiting for from OG. As you can see, full nades, at least now. Velda's going to have the money as well. And Montu, no AWP, instead full nades on his side. So this is a fully equipped T side now coming in here from OG. And they are still skimping a bit. Glaive still sticking with his scout outside. I guess Dupree wants to just stay on the AUG. This is going to put him down into secret. Dupree with the AUG. Okay, so we saw him playing this with the AWP as well from this position. So yeah, he's going to be using Alexi B's spot.
Similar results.
Balance, right? Same situation as well. Alexi B, first buy round, absolutely needed to get that win and use this spot to get it.
Now, they may expect him to fall away before the smoke goes, but he's still holding his position. And he could catch somebody off guard later on. We'll have to keep an eye on that. In the meantime, OG, a lot of pressure outside from them. 3 of the 4 players there. Valde's being tagged now. Glaive still with the scout. And there's Bub's going to creep. Not sure how he missed that one. Then there were 3. Glaive still dancing around. Still delivering with that scout. Such confidence. Again, I think a few people maybe have written off Astralis, which is strange to me. So many of the pieces are still here.
Well, it's easy for you to say that now, James.
Hey, I picked them to win this match, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, but you picked them to win it in 2 and have convincing house as well?
Let me see. I need to check this.
When my horse is winning the race, well, obviously.
I did.
Always see that coming. I mean, anybody with half a brain would have knew that.
I picked them to win.
I got to give you a little bit of guff. But it is still 13 rounds on the board now for Astralis against an economically broken OG. Not getting bomb plants either for OG means that they are very limited in terms of money. And so here is a half buy coming in from OG. The Deagles, handful of nades to work with, some Kevlar. Just kind of trying to have a halfway round here.
I honestly think that if it wasn't for the 3-man spray down as Astralis walked through a smoke towards ramp, that we may have got like a 13-2 half in favor of Astralis last half. But anyway, we've got the pistols now trying to make their way down towards B bomb site, jumping over the bullets like show ponies, ironically.
They've been practicing that map, you know, the where you listen to your opponents on the other side of smokes and you're just trying to kill them through audio, through use of audio only. So they've been putting in the time.
1 minute 10. Fair chance of a bomb plant here. Dupree getting deleted somewhere, and Glaive I wondered if he was going to go for a cheeky insta-defuse, but I think people would have heard him. If he had somebody like above him who was spraying a gun, I wonder if they would hear the defuse. I mean, probably. They've got big beeps in it now. 4 versus 3 for Astralis, taking their time as they wait for position. Glaive just hiding by Decon, the door's open, and that gives opportunity for Astralis now. 3 versus 2, but Alexi B, oh, he's landed a big shot with AWP. Now he's got 8 HP. Does he go for the round win here? He's got 2 players to find, misses a shot, but he's got another chance, and Xipex will delete him and pick up the AWP as well. And off they go. 14-7. Astralis with double the score of their opponent.
But at least OG get the bomb playing round. At least they get that much. And so we have the op now in Montu. They're deciding to go back to that sort of strategy here, OG. It didn't work with all 5 AKs in the last time, so now we will get the sniper rifles back in play. He will be met, however, by Dupree on the other side. And so no AUG for Dupree. We will have the sniper rifles. Early smoke wall going down already here from OG, so not wasting any time. But Montu, I think, going up to top of the silo. Never mind. Point blank Dupree finding the first. Oh, does not get the second, but the nades.
Ooh, I love the confidence. Whether it works or not, it's good to see. A lot of question marks for Astralis, and again, it is their first game of this RMR. Oh, they haven't quite seen Valde on the second attempt. They do. I think it's 16-10 Astralis players play out. Could be a mistake as well. I think most of them are there. 4 versus 3 now for Astralis as they look to head towards match point. And it's Alexi B's turn to catch a flank off guard. Glaive deleted. But how is he there in the first place? Astralis are taking liberties with OG at the moment. Look at these angles. So much experience remains on the team in Device's departure, and we see it now in this round. Alexi and Flames. How on earth do you even identify the climate of this round at this point?
It really makes you wonder. So you have to try and work your way through now with 2. And so it's like defense.
Xipex is smoking heaven.
Yeah, exactly. The defense have got to play
A.
the offense now. It's very weird. Change places. But that does mean that they're able to get back out onto that upper site. And Alexi B with 25 seconds is only just now going to start working his way down secret. He's got to run. Bubsky's here to catch him in the open, however, as Bubsky is going to catch. Yep, he's going to use the angle, and he gets Alexi B easy peasy.
Flames now, 12 HP and no cover. He's got 1 chance to plant this bomb. He may even be exposed from control, I'm not quite sure. Indeed he is. Bubsky with a perfect reposition. Arse is too fat, down he goes. Match point Astralis.
Match point Astralis, and all of the storylines taking a hit right now. OG, everybody thought that they were going to be performing a bit better than this. A bit better than this one.
Just a pistol in this half, and that's it.
It's amazing.
They have been smothered.
Yeah, Astralis have done a fantastic job. And really, I mean, we are seeing that shift in meta where the in-game leaders are getting outside. Glaive, again, has been very successful outside, whether it's shooting through smoke or just gathering info, he's doing it all. And you can see how well it's working for Astralis. They are 1 step ahead of OG perpetually. Even forced to use smokes that they didn't need to before, that they didn't perhaps want to. But now look at this, Xipnix, the aggression. Little does he know 3 players are waiting for him on the other side, so he's not going to get too cheeky. Yeah.
Astralis looking very comfortable in the initial sightings of them here in this European RMR. Big headshot from Flames, though. So many targets from Xipex, lots of information, but can he escape? He can't. 3 versus 5. Magis, Glaive, and Bubsky remain. Bubsky now will it be a 2-man spray down, getting very awkward for all concerned, opening the door, but he will regret that one. Lots of damage, maiming has been done, but no kills just yet. Glaive in a 1 versus 3 now. They know where he is, and they will give him an opportunity. Valde has a look, takes one in the face. The bomb is on the B bomb site. That Molotov has perfectly separated Nico from the bomb. This is weirdly awkward as Glaive continues to press on, trying to isolate some fights here. Look at how awkward this is for both squads, but Nico lands a big headshot, and OG are still alive for now.
Man, is that an important one? And it has been so weird, but they are going to have enough money for the buy here on Astralis' side. The streak is over. 6 rounds in a row for Astralis on the CT side. Finally comes to an end, and OG, it's not going to be the prettiest of buys for these guys. They don't have full nades. They have to go for Galils in order to afford nades. It's just been that close. But OG, I mean, you'd love to be a fly on the wall right now on their team speak. What is it that is going through these players' minds? He's going to get a second crack at it. He didn't have any luck earlier. Got no value out of the AUG on ramp, and this looked like OG want to get more of the same. Alexi B just eviscerating this defense right now.
Down the ramp they go towards B bomb site. Zipex may be in need of some help here. It looks like he is. I see 4 players for OG on the way, and he's going to get deleted immediately. This is eco territory for Astralis. It is a long way back for OG, but they have a chance to do this.
There's always a chance. Always a chance. It's never over until it's the 16th round for a team, or we, or we go to overtime. And so OG now, 1 round at a time. That's all you can say. That's just the mantra. You need to get in the zone. You need to stop keeping track of the score. You need to just put your heads down and, well, play some quick, aggressive CS. I mean, that's worked so far. A couple rounds. Well, this round was a bit faster paced, but OG not getting fancy and relinquishing the yard. Not really going out in the yard these past couple rounds. So perhaps that's going to be the key, and we'll see if Astralis can pick up on that fact and start adjusting, start shifting that defense accordingly.
You'll see if Astralis keep up their nuclear levels of aggression or try to mix things up a little bit on their CT side. Go a little more passive once the buy rounds come through once again. Well, we'll see what they do with this one. Bubsky's got 4950 and pulls out the AUG. They had 2 rifles already from the round prior, so it will be a buy from Astralis. But OG with a late resurgence, but is it too late? We've got up to 6 rounds to find out. Of course, if you're joining us late, there was a number of overtimes in the first map, and perhaps there will be in the second one as well. Not there quite yet, however. Zipex on the Deagle only, and a bunch of rifles. But again, just big, fast entries from OG. A bit of strafing before shooting there from Mantu. Doesn't quite hit the mark. There will be a trade, though. And OG will take some position. What's the pre-fire through smokes and such? How do Astralis respond? They are a man down. Bubsky at CT vent's got sound cues at the very least. And Astralis may be expectant towards the hell position. I think Magisk was up top but dropped off into the A bomb site. So this one will be curious. They are somewhat surrounded. Although OG, of course, have not identified where all these Astralis players are just yet. And up the ladder they go. It seems that Bubsky may be the initial engager, if you will. There's a smoke towards Squeaky. Give them a few less angles to worry about. Some fadeaway grenades, and we've got stereo frags from OG this time, leaving Zipex in a 1 versus 3 with a Desert Eagle and some utility. Picked up an M4A4, but what will he choose to do with it?
The answer is, I mean, he can try to do a whole lot with it. They're going to be ecoing next round anyways. Of course, you can always have the hero M4. Whatever just survives a rifle can change every round. But Astralis right now have got no money in the bank. It's getting a bit dire for him here. So, need to see as he is going to catch Nico here in a moment. Easiest kill of his life. And Flames up top. Going to spot him. All right, so he should be able to save this M4.
OG suddenly looking strong. The way they're entering these rounds and so on. Doesn't look like Astralis can do much to stop them at the moment, but how long can it go on for? Again, 1 slip up and it is curtains for OG. At least at this point, every other round is an eco, so it will be easier for them. About $3,000 per person for Astralis. I mean, it's enough to pick up some pistols. This can still be a match-winning round for them. But it will be 1 Desert Eagle and Kevlar for Magisk. His money is still together with the team. But the rest of just USPs. So not the most threatening round after all. But we can study OG's approach to it.
OG's approach right now is going to be measured. They don't want to be walking into any traps. They know that this is an eco situation for Astralis. That Astralis don't have much money. So you don't need to be getting too clever here. Nice shot from Mantu, catches Zip at the ramp. Opens up access towards the B site. And in the meantime, Nico out in yard the lurk here for OG. Nice read here from Valda. Picks up on the fact that they're likely not going to be alone. Magisk, however, now going to be the only man alive on the lower site. And he's going to walk into his death in a moment here because Mantu is holding the angle. Unless, of course, he decides to back off and just keep on chilling. So now for OG, I mean, is this where they start to pick up steam? Is this where they start to get the confidence? And Astralis are the ones who have trouble closing. I mean, Astralis, they have had difficulties with this new roster. They haven't quite got that ironclad confidence built up just yet.
Yeah. They have 2.5 buys left, let's say, Astralis.
Sure.
11, 13, 14.
Sure.
Maybe half buy at 12 as well. So 2 buys, 2 halves. So not really that long a road for OG at this point. If they are to turn things around, then it will be the hard way for sure. But let's see. 1 round at a time. I do expect something different to happen from Astralis in the next round. There's been a few buy rounds now where they've just lost people very early, be it outside or otherwise. Kind of uncharacteristically. So we'll see if they can change that behavior.
For the half, yeah. And now, I mean, I'm pretty sure I can hear Alexi B just getting his team fired up. I know they should be in a position to get back in here. I mean, 4 rounds, as you say, 2 good buy rounds and a crappy one, and you're forcing overtime. And we can just be going the distance. It just goes to show how close these teams are now.
Bubsky top fragging again for Astralis. It is to be noted.
Yep. It also, I mean, it was the same thing on Inferno. Everybody on Astralis are fragging. It's not quite as bad as on OG, where, Valda, Mantu, surprisingly enough, struggling on this one. But Valda, back-to-back maps where he isn't having the most, the highest impact in terms of frags. So difficult here for the OG players, and we're getting a timeout called by OG. But yeah, Astralis, I mean, I'm glad to see that Magisk is back in the mix. Dupree, I mean, we expect to see him take a hit to his numbers as he's trying to adapt to this new role for himself. Can't really expect him to just hit the ground running and change up completely, change rules, change positions, change everything. But it's good to see Bubsky get some of his spots, and so he gets to have his chance to shine.
Right, let's see if OG can keep up the pressure now on the likes of Astralis. And how Astralis can stay alive in the early game. Clay trying to figure out where to throw the incendiary. Seems nowhere is the answer. And again, we see OG quickly down Secret, just as we saw from Glaive. Looking for a flank through the smoke. Dupree creeping. There's the opening kill for Astralis. So they have been able to change their fortunes early at the very least. So now OG are on the back foot. Lexi B still creeping outside, just spotting some of Glaive. I think Glaive may have seen him as well. Indeed.
Now we'll get the Molly HE combo. Oh, he missed it up. That's so unfortunate. Alexi B would have caught that with his hands.
More inroads outside from OG. But again, Astralis are choosing when to engage. Doing it on their terms. Reload's heard on the hut, so OG knows somebody's up there for now. And here's the proactiveness. Flames holding the angle though, and how far do Astralis go? They know there's a lot of presence outside. Magic's pushing as well. They are pinching the lobby position. There's the flank being activated as well. I think Flames, I think he's realized that. I'm not 100% sure here, but Zipex, look at these angles from Astralis. Really mixing things up, causing variance for OG, and this is the last round maybe. Flames and Mantu now, all that remains, and it's just Mantu 1 versus 3. Match point for Astralis. He has a lot to do here, making his way towards the hut. Got some cover now, but needs to find some kind of kill here. There's the first one, Glaive taken out. 2 flashes in a HE to be deployed on his hut position, faking the defuse, but he can see that there's no tentacles there.
Oh, but yes, it's good. Just do it. Stick it, he has to walk out. He has to walk out. Oh, this is so good.
Oh my God, well, he did his best. And I think there's just about time for Zipex to defuse it. So it will be the 2-0. A big slog, a war of attrition on the first map to the second. A late comeback from OG, but too late on this occasion. Astralis changed the pace. And here they are, a 2-0 from OG. Do we think this is an upset?